Hello, everyone. I am going to go on a bit of a rant today. I'm back for my daily live. I did miss tomorrow, but we're back, baby. We're back. And I am going to really speak to something that's super passionate for me today and keeps popping up. And I need to talk about it because I just don't understand why in 2023, I keep hearing stories and experiences that folks are having with other hypnosis trainers and hypnosis professionals using these outdated models and ways of working along with, well, materials, processes, but also why aren't they working in their scope? So that's a two-sided talk today for my daily live. I'm Hypno Heather. Feel free to do anything, hit the bell so that you hear me when I go live tomorrow. You can also drop a comment if something resonates with you or you want me to speak about something. Now, as a human that has spent done over 7,000 hypnosis sessions, I know that sometimes we do just have to fall back on the tried and true. And sometimes I will use processes. And even in my training, I keep some of those tried and true processes as I'm helping my students learn how to do modern hypnotherapy, how to use hypnotherapy with what we know now in 2023. And my main pet peeve is that I keep hearing accounts of people being trained from other hypnosis trainers that are literally diagnosing their students and saying, oh, this is wrong with you, or this didn't work because you didn't try hard enough, or you didn't invest enough, or you don't want this enough. And all of that is just bullshit, especially from a hypnosis trainer or a hypnotist, because that's not even the scope of practice. Like if you're telling someone, okay, I'm going to set you up a plan and this is the plan to follow, and they need to be accountable, that's one thing. Although don't even get me started on that, because if their mind ain't right, or there's stuff under the surface that's stopping them from doing that, it's not going to happen anyway. But I digress. The main point here is just that why would a hypnosis professional not be working in their scope? They literally have zero reason to diagnose anyone ever. If they truly believe in their craft, if they truly believe that working in the subconscious mind is the bomb, is the best, is the way to resolve XYZ, is the way to create change habits, heal trauma, whatever it is, if they truly believe in it, there is zero reason why they should be diagnosing anyone ever. As we know, as anyone who's experienced in hypnosis at all and has spent time with people in this space, we know that that's where the answers are. That's why it's so superior. That's why it's the Portia Macan of the natural healing industry, because it has the capacity to allow the person to explore their inner world, to go to the place where the thoughts and emotions and habits and memories are stored, and to create that new mental blueprint. But that's also where the answers are. And that's why people generally seek out hypnotism or subconscious work or trance work for that matter, because they start to get really clear. They start to realize the science that the answer is just not in the conscious mind. They're not going to figure it out logically or analytically. So that's why we go to hypnotism. So that being said, I'm trying to think of a really specific example here. So one example is a trainer ultimately shaming their students into or if they question things, or if they question certain models or ways of saying things, because some of the older hypnotism content is quite authoritative, and then they'll be teaching how there's like authoritative and permissive content. But the thing is, this is also 2023, and that's still coming from like a really outdated model that somehow like the hypnotist and the words that the hypnotist says is the authority over the subconscious mind of the client. And this is one of the ways that, you know, hypnosis is generally outdated. And this is actually why I decided to reopen my hypnosis essentials training for the fall, because of the need. You know, I always think, well, I said I'm going to stop doing it because there's so many you know, essentials, like there's so many hypnosis trainings out there now that you can learn hypnosis online, like my training. Well, it's live online. And then I keep having these conversations with people that literally some had to drop out of their training. Some had to take like are looking for a different training. Some got the training, but then really don't have the foundation that they need to either feel confident to help others or even just have the tools that they need to help others. But mostly it's because it's this outdated material. And I think there's a couple reasons why this happens, especially in the training world, is just that it gets the material is not updated. Like it's a laziness thing. It's like, or maybe they don't want to pay someone to put in the work to update it, or maybe they don't really even recognize that it needs updating. And because with hypnotism, there definitely are tried and true models, you know, there's elements like there's elements of things, say even like the element induction or like a rewind technique or regression processes that are still very, very effective in the right space, like at the right time for the right issue. But then there's a lot of this outdated stuff that's like not working on root cause, and root cause always isn't always regression. But there's a lot of this outdated hypnotic stuff that's like, yeah, not working to get to the core of the issue. So another example is someone that I was just talking to about how like they literally they went for 3 sessions to quit smoking and they didn't quit smoking. So, you know, if they went for 3 sessions, a person like should generally be a non-smoker after. Like that's enough time. And like, of course, sometimes there are extenuating circumstances, and the 3 sessions are just there to like reveal to the person something they need to know in order to get to the place to quit smoking. So I'm not judging it in that way. I'm just saying that I understand why these sessions didn't work, because they literally had her imagine like a pile of poop and cigarettes in that poop and then eating it. Like they're literally trying to like gross them out about smoking by connecting it to poop. And this is somebody that has like a lot of experience. That again just shows like they're working with an outdated model and obviously not have no understanding of working with the landscape of your client. Like if they knew this person, they would know that they're never going to convince them that they hate smoking. And it isn't ever about convincing someone smoking's gross. Like that's never it. That's like, it might work on the surface. Like they said they left and like didn't smoke for like a day after that, you know, until they found smokes and could get back to smoking. But sometimes that can even work like really temporarily. But it never actually, it's still kind of almost like doing a different technique where then someone is just replacing it with sugar or replacing it with a vape. You know, it's never really getting to the cause. And it's never really helping them process what needs to be processed that would cause them to reach for something outside of themselves for comfort slash enjoyment slash whatever it is. And this is the peeve that I have, but this is also awesome, right? It's awesome because there are practitioners that see this. And I know even over the years as I've grown and learned from experience, plus learning how to hold a place of consent and knowing that I'm not the authority. And actually, I don't need to be the authority because their innate wisdom is the highest power and authority of all. So it's awesome that we could have this conversation, that we can evolve in this way, and that we can train practitioners in this way, because like the practitioners that work with me, and work for me and that are trained by me, they know this. They know, and they don't want these outdated modes of working with people, like erasing stuff, or making them grossed out. Like, they want to be able to give people lasting results. And this, I guess, starts from the top. You know, I'll get more into this. This live could get very gossipy, and I'm just avoiding that because I'm not trying to like call out people. I mean, some of the organizations, they already know that this is existing. And, this is also why I moved my training to the ICBCH, because I wanted to be able to like really give like a full course that I have designed that includes everything and is approved by them. But then also, it's why I have so many more practitioners coming out that are making something with this work, because I have a practicum that comes with my training. And I don't just have them fill out a silly exam of a couple of pages that aren't even asking relevant questions to set them up for success. Like, my assessment questions in my online portal with the videos are there to show me that they have, in fact, understood what the videos are speaking to. And then the practicum is like the whole foundation for setting up success with the confidence in their work, seeing how this works, and also being able to start to build energy and buzz around the possibilities of this work. So that's my live for today. If you're watching and you made it here, thank you. Thank you for being here. And if this is something that appeals to you, I'll pop a couple links below, because I do have like a newsletter I have actually a form that you could fill out if you're interested in learning more about training. And if you're interested in speaking to me and seeing who I could connect you with that works for me, or me, with something that you're going through that you just haven't had, maybe you've been going to other people and maybe you just haven't been able to get to the core of your, excuse me, the core to get to the solution that your higher power is really trying to tell you. So until then, gracias. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow.